The DC-DC is mounted, the solar charger is mounted, the shunt is mounted, the breaker panel is nearly finished, 12 volts, 48 volts, and behind here is the buzz bars, and over here I've mounted the battery monitor, and below that will be a switch, a circuit breaker, which I'll use for the main switch. It's 120 amps, and it's also a backup for the fuse that's on top, right on top of the positive terminal on the battery. Welcome back, friends. Yesterday I laminated up this carbon fibre electrical panel, so hopefully it's going to come off the aluminium plate that I set it up on. Wow, there it is. It looks a bit rough because that's the PVA surface on there, and some of it remained on here, some of it remained on the aluminium plate. The part I really don't like is the next part, where I'm going to trim it up to a dimension of 200 by 200 millimeters. It's very stiff, as you'd expect. Well, stiff enough, considering the epoxy's still not 100% cured. It's so light compared to this aluminium panel I was thinking of using. I'll trim it up and make all the holes for the breakers. There'll be a row of 48 volts, there'll be a row of 12 volts. After all the holes are drilled and the countersinking's done, etc., I will give it a coat of flow coat, clear coat. Well, there it is, guys. There wasn't much more than half an hour of cutting and sanding. It's just got water on it at the moment, and the next fun part next is to drill all the holes. So the 12 volt, 48 volt electrical panel will go somewhere here like this, possibly a little bit more outward, although I've got another door over there which is clear, and it'll have the solar charger behind it and the DC-DC. The making and the mounting of the electrical panel is well underway, and as someone pointed out, it conducts electricity, but the buzz bars themselves are mounted on plastic blocks, so that's a fine thing. I think I'm just going to mount it with 4 screws in the corner. That's why I've left a little bit extra in here, and don't look at that corner. I got a bit distracted and took a little bit too much out here, but that's easily fixed. So all the wiring will come up inside here, and the DC will be over here, the solar panel will be over here, wiring will come up and across inside here to the back of this panel. Making these rebates for the doors and the panel over here is a bit of extra work, but it also gives them some support because, for example, this acrylic is only 3 millimeters, so it's a little bit vulnerable to a shoulder or an elbow or something. And these blocks here, focus, these blocks here are to create this little bit here. So I'll put a plug of thickened epoxy in there so I can put a screw through it, a machine screw. I'll drill and tap it, and I might put a little bit of fiberglass cloth in that corner also to reinforce it. No matter how careful you are, the router distance on all sides from the bit to the base is not exactly the same.
I've got a new assistant. No, not Brent, who dropped around for a surprise visit. It's a DJI Neo 2 drone, and it's pretty amazing. Here I'm using it without a remote controller, just using hand signals. And when you're done with it, it'll just come back and land on your hand if you put your hand out. It's going to be a game changer, honestly, but I want to get used to it before I go sailing, and I'm still haven't decided whether I'll use it over water or not yet, but and it certainly would only be on a very low wind day. But as you can see, the technology is coming along with drones, and for a beginner drone, this is probably one of the best ones you could ever get. It's not high cost, but it's pretty high technology, and it'll take voice commands. I haven't done that yet, but mostly hand signals. And here it is in the follow mode, and you can put the follow mode in front of you, behind you, beside you, and it'll just stay there, hanging in there. And it's also got avoidance to stay away from things like those trees on the side of the drive there. My only other camera is my old phone that I use, and it's on its last legs, but this is going to really help. Coming up on the right is my next house project I've just learned, rebuilding that middle deck. Oh boy.
I need to drill some accurate holes in these corners, and it being such a soft timber, the drill can wander off so easily. So I made this little block that'll put the hole just in the right position in each corner. And I sharpened the drill up so it'll be a better for this kind of timber cutting. Why such a big hole? Because I'm going to be putting thickened epoxy in there, and I'm going to be, well, probably with glue fiber to thicken it, and then I'm going to be drilling and tapping it for the corners of the panel when it goes in. That's the corners filled. Just a bit of a sand, one more coat of resin, and then I can finish the panel and install it and get into the wiring. The DC is mounted, the solar charger is mounted, the shunt is mounted, the breaker panel is nearly finished, 12 volts, 48 volts, and behind here is the buzz bars. And over here I've mounted the battery monitor, and below that will be a switch, a circuit breaker, which I'll use for the main switch. It's 120 amps, and it's also a backup for the fuse that's on top, right on top of the positive terminal on the battery.
You can see I'm pretty fascinated by the possibilities of this amazing little drone, and here I am shooting down the hill on my way to work in the shed. I didn't exactly pay for it out of the proceeds of my YouTube channel, which is averaging about $1 a day at the moment, which is better than nothing. I'll end the video here. Once again, thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with a whole lot more wiring done, I hope. Well, probably some work done on the house as well. And thanks once again for all the comments, questions and feedback. I really enjoy engaging with the community, with people from all over the world.